All right, we starting at 7 and 4. 3, 4, 3, 2. This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creatives to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next? Yes. Houston, Texas, we're back. Listen, you already know what time it is. This is episode 100, man. Happy New Year to everybody in Houston, Texas, and around the world. You know I couldn't stay away too long, man. Friday the 1st. Let's get it.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jigger, puffy, all that ball in his eye.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Houston, Texas. Welcome back to the 100th. The 100th edition of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. Man, Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year to everybody, man. Though 2020 was yesterday, man, it's been a tumultuous year thus far. I mean, in 2020, but thus far the year's been grand. 364 days left, and we start the new year off with a podcast. Before we get started with the episode, let's introduce our social media handles so we don't disrupt the flow of the conversation when we get to that point.
Hey, you guys can follow me on Instagram at South Bank. That's going to be SOUTHBANKK. That's South Bank with 2 Ks, and then you can follow my business page at Exclusive Eats. It's going to be XKLUSIVEEATS.
And my name is John Ross Dyke the First, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dyke and still _visionary. The newly acquired tag is the What's Next Pod _ on IG. If you would, connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook, and visit my website at stillvisionary.com. Listen, last year, I think I may have sold a couple of What's Next podcast t-shirts. So I said, this year I'm going to switch it up. We got new mics in here. Right, hold on. Round of applause. New mics, okay? New mics, okay? So I said, you know what? I've been preaching this, sell merch, and the last episodes in December was about merch and producing merch and everything. So I decided, let me just open it up a little bit. Let me wear something different. Listen, I sell merch. I sell merchandise, right? Everything on the table, I sell on this podcast, out the trunk of my car, on my website, and you can shop stillvisionary.com/merch. Stillvisionary.com/merch. Also, make sure you check out the Every Tuesday promo video on YouTube. It feels good to be here, man. It feels good to be here. How are you?
Man, I'm alive. I'm breathing, man. I made it through 2020, man. It was a crazy year.
Yeah.
Especially for me, for all my people out there that have a asthma or any other respiratory illnesses, man, you know it was a close call for us, like every day, day in, day out. Like, and then especially if you're taking different medications such as prednisone or Symbicort, things like that, then you know that those kind of medications, not only do they weaken your immune system and your bone structure, but they also make you 10 times more acceptable to COVID. So it was like the stuff that's supposed to save me is also sort of killing me, putting me at risk. So I played it safe and stayed inside as much as possible.
Yeah. What was I gonna say, fam? I just when you're walking in your purpose, and I recently found mine, but when you're walking in your purpose, it makes everything that you do like fun.
Yeah.
Right. And so we'll get into that later on in the podcast, man. But I want to say first and foremost, if I don't get to say it throughout this podcast, I want to say that I'm proud of you. I think that you do an amazing job juggling your personal life, your business, masonry, being a philanthropist. You just do a lot, man. And I want to say to you, I'm proud of you. because it go without it being said. I think it goes without being seen. And I think that you just do an incredible job just juggling all those things and making sure that you're a man of the community, you're a man of your own passions, you're a man of your heart. And you just do a good job and you bundle it all together and make it well. And I just want to say I'm proud of you, man, and keep pushing.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate that. I don't think you understand how much that means. A lot of people don't understand what it feels like to be a one-man team and you moving like it's 20 of you.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to be everywhere all the time. And sometimes getting help just don't cut it because the help don't move like you move. You're dragging them along at that point. And they just as far as carrying all of that weight, man, my science teacher and my gent sponsor in high school, Mr. Jacobs, you know, when I was the president of the Gents Club at Barber Jordan, you know, the first thing he told me, he was like, Steen, you know, heavy the head that wears the crown. Don't ever forget that. So I took that with me, and, you know, you just gotta keep moving, you know, especially as a black man. Don't nobody care about how you feel.
Right.
Unfortunately, they don't care what you're going through.
Right.
You know, and, you know, no diss to the females, but we're living in an era where it's a lot of women empowerment right now. So it's extra hard for us right now. You know, we walking on eggshells 24/7.
Right.
So, you know, I greatly appreciate that. And I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you. Like, I'm super
proud of you. Appreciate it, man.
You have the most consistent pod show ever because whether you get 1 views or 1 million views every Tuesday, it's gonna drop.
Yeah,
it's gonna drop.
I think I think it's important, man, to make sure, because for me, when I say I'm walking in my passion now, when I started the podcast, I did not know what that was when people said that, and I don't even know if you know what that is. Do you know what walking in your purpose and walking in your purpose is?
No, not the actual definition, but if you're asking me what it means to me, it means just following your calling and doing what God wants you to do.
No doubt.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, the moment you submit yourself to God or, you know, whoever you believe in, you know, you start listening to him and you be a vessel.
Right.
The moment you become a vessel and you let him order your steps,
right.
Hey, man, everything else is just up.
Yeah.
Everything else is just meant to build you and prepare you for the next level. Right. You just got to listen.
Yeah. You know, and so what I mean by that is that, you know, you mentioned being on a one-man team and feeling like, you know, it's 20 of y'all when you're moving. My purpose is to promote, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you doing your thing, man, you know, and your stories you might have 1 million stories on there.
I got
so the ones that you're talking and you're promoting exclusive eats, I'm quick to share those, especially if it's on your page. Now, if it's in your store, I don't know how to share those, but I try to just share what I think that people could benefit from. Mm-hmm. I was in my sister-in-law's crib, and she lives on this side of town. So I was like, have you ever heard of my man, Exclusive Eats? Mm-hmm. And I showed her your IG page, and I'm just like, listen, he does his thing. You should check him out Fridays. But that's just my purpose, man. My purpose is to promote. And so it's never been too much of an issue for me to say, you know what, check my podcast out, even if it's not a part of my audience. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, in saying all that, I want to give you your flowers while you can still smell them, right? Because you look around and the way people were going in 2020, you look around and you might not be here for me to say, yo, Will, you know, I really admire that. You kind of motivate me as well.
Hey, man, I greatly appreciate that. And you're absolutely right, man. We not, as black men, you know, unfortunately, you know, we got a lot of black on black violence.
Right.
You know, so not only are we killing ourselves, but we fighting the system. We fighting this COVID. Because
right.
I don't know if a lot of people know it, but African Americans are way more at risk to COVID than other ethnic races.
Right.
So, you know, we're fighting a lot of different things. The legal system, the financial system, the education system is horrible.
Right.
The banking system is horrible. The prison system is. Did you know that, speaking of prison system, did you know that in one of the states, I can't think of the state, in one of the states, it is still legal to have slavery?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, what state is that?
I cannot think of it. They were just fighting to get that removed, to get that denounced a few months ago. But yeah, like it's a lot that goes on that a lot of people don't know. So yeah, 2020 was a hell of a year, and we fighting a lot.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Right. Listen, man, you do a lot. You're an exceptional cook. you are a staple, a cornerstone, I should say, in the community. You volunteer a lot. You're an educated brother. If you could define yourself in one word, thinking about all of that gumbo that I just mentioned, what would that word be?
I'm a grassroots leader more than anything. I try to make sure that I give back to my community because a lot of people that I know, or a lot of my associates and stuff, we have taken a lot from our community, and very few give back. So I make sure I do my part to give back and make sure to be I don't want to say a role model, but I most definitely want to show and tell people that follow me or they look up to me, and most definitely children, that you got other options. The streets ain't the only option. You have other options. You can go to college. You can go to Job Corps. You can go pick up a trade. You can become your own business owner. But the streets, that ain't it, man.
So what's wrong with being a role model, though? Why wouldn't you call yourself a role model? What's wrong with being a role model?
'Cause I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. I still got some things that I need to work on. And the fact that I know I have things I need to work on means that they should have been worked on.
Right.
So I don't consider myself a role model. Not just yet. Give me a couple more years.
Right. I just had to look at the playlist on my YouTube page, and we last spoke and talked about your origins on episode number 4. 96 episodes later. Okay, I'm still doing my thing. You're still doing your thing. What do you think that people should take from our conversation today?
Don't stop. Don't give up. Like I said in the last episode, you're going to have hiccups. You're going to meet some road bumps. You're going to run into some shady, shiesty people. But just don't give up. And most importantly, you have to believe in yourself.
Right.
If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else going to believe in you, man. Because I remember when I first started doing this, and nobody really knows this. I never really spoke on it. Nobody supported me. Nobody. When I say nobody, not family, not friends, not associates, nobody. They didn't believe that I was going to stick with it. They didn't believe that I could really cook. And 4 years later, they're like, oh, now they busting U-turns.
Right.
They, like Meek Mill said, they busting you, is it's going to cost them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have been down. You should have tried. You should have gave some words of encouragement, some words of enlightenment. You should have told me, hey, brother, don't do that. Or son or nephew or, cousin, don't do that, do this way, or try it that way. Nobody offered a lending hand, a helping hand for the most part. I had to figure it out and just wing it most of the time. So
right.
If you, to all my business owners or aspiring business owners, or if you're just in school or you're working your job and you feel like it's hard, don't give up. Believe in yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep having those conversations with God or whoever you believe in, and just, as long as you're doing the right thing, your intentions are pure, your heart is pure, God is going to take care of you.
Right. Speaking on the support of others, man, do you believe that, and this is something that I had to, I don't know if you've heard of Clubhouse. Have you heard of Clubhouse?
Yeah, I just picked up on it a couple weeks ago.
Do you need an invite?
I do. Actually,
let me send you an invite right now.
I got to download the app, but I just started.
I'm gonna send you the invite right now because you need the invite to download it, right? So speaking on Clubhouse, man, I've been on there a few times, and I listen to people's conversations about knowing your audience and talking to your supporters, right? And so I kind of have always found some skepticism in when people say, hey, you know what, have you identified your audience, right? I just sent you that invite right now. And so do you believe that people should outright support you in the beginning?
Nah, man, I feel like it's like a respect, it's a trust thing. You gotta understand with food,
right.
You're entrusting somebody with your life because, some people, they forget to tell you that they have allergies. So I got in my back room on my whiteboard, I got like 5 names with people that have allergies. So when they call and they text me, I know to make sure I'm cooking something the proper way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're not clean. A lot of people, they aren't making sure they aren't cross-contaminating. So you're entrusting your life to somebody when it comes to food. And back to support, nah, man, I feel like that's something that's got to be earned almost. When I first started doing this, I never asked nobody to repost my food. I never asked nobody to recommend me to somebody or put me in the door with somebody. Like, people started doing it on their own. And then after I met a guy named Dre, he's a food blogger. He's well known. I would love for y'all to hook up. It's a lot goes on behind his food. But he's a black food blogger, and he covers all the black-owned restaurants, food trucks, and other things of that nature in Houston. And me and him were talking one day, and he was just like, bro, like, you need promotion. Like, you need to ask your friends to promote you, because otherwise you're just reposting and showing to the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get promotion. And then eventually I gradually started growing into, hey, can you repost this for me? Or I DM it to some people, be like, hey, can you repost this for me? But as far, even still, like, I'm not going to ask for promotion. Let me pay you for it. I'd rather earn it. I'd rather pay for it. I don't like handouts. I don't believe in handouts. My father and my grandfather didn't believe in handouts. Like, my grandfather, God rest his soul, and he actually bought this house for my grandmother. But my grandfather, he was a janitor. He started out being a janitor at the hospital. This man never went to college. He didn't finish high school. When I tell you that this man, right hand of God, this man, before he died, he was a registered nurse and never went to school for it. He was a registered nurse by the state of Texas. He worked his way from being a janitor to a registered nurse in the hospital. And that just goes to say that you have to earn your keep. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be an empty seat at somebody's table. And they might let you sit there, but you got to earn your keep. You have to keep that seat. You know what I'm saying? I just told somebody that yesterday, I was like, hey, your seat's open. I'll give you a seat. Can you keep it?
Right.
That's the real question.
Right.
So, yeah, support has to be earned. Yeah, most definitely.
Do you still consider yourself as South Bank's best kept secret? Have you evolved from that?
I would like to say I'm the South Side's best kept secret.
Okay, so it's gotten bigger. It's expanded a little bit.
Yeah, I'm noticing that, and once again, not to toot my own horn.
No, fam, come on, man, stop playing. Come on, it's time, man. Stop playing. Come on,
humble beast.
Nah, come on, man. Come on. Come on, you 96 episodes later, man. You still doing work. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on.
Me and a couple of my chef friends, we are noticing that we are setting trends. We're watching. We'll do different things on purpose just to see who is picking up on it afterwards. You know, so we're watching. We're seeing that we are starting to create a buzz. People are watching us. I ain't gonna say no names, but I noticed one of our big name restaurants. I bumped into the owner a couple weeks ago at Restaurant Depot, and when he seen me, it was like, oh snap. Like, there go that little dude. You know, and I've heard that they spoke about my name a few times. So our names are being spoken in other rooms that we haven't even entered or thinking about entering. There is a Facebook group. I ain't gonna say their name either. I'm letting them make it. I promise I'm gonna let them make it. But they won't even let me. And they're a black-owned restaurant group. They won't even let me post my food in there.
Right.
They deny all of them.
Right.
Every last single post. First they said it was because of some type of language. Change the language. Then they said it was the emojis. Change the emojis. And they just denying it. And it's not just me. It's other people too that are coming to me like, hey, these guys are denying us for no reason. Right. So yeah, we creating a buzz, and I'm gonna step out on a limb and say that not the best, but I'm most definitely one of the best up and coming cooks on the south side of Houston, Texas. And I'll give anybody a run for their money.
Okay. I believe it, man.
It's the Houston's black food scene is gangster. I ain't gonna lie to you. Right. It's gangster. And if you don't know the right people, you're gonna get pushed out the way. Right. They'll make sure that you don't surface. They'll make sure that you're not getting what you could be getting. You know, so yeah, it's.
I mean, I've always said that there's certain things that people can't live with, and if you have the skill to cook, man, you can find an audience anywhere.
Most definitely. Security, cooking, health, the
Yeah.
health field. Like those are things that are always going to be a need. A robot can't cut on you and tell you that, oh, just be still. I'm gonna cut here. A robot can't cook this food the way you want it. A robot can't save someone the way they need to be saved.
Right.
So yeah, certain things are always going to be in demand. Most definitely.
If you had to surmise who your audience and what your audience will look like, what would you say that your audience looked like? Who would they be?
There's a lot of different people, man. I can't just say, oh, it's just
Mm-hmm.
this certain group or just this one particular kind of audience. Because I meet with rappers, I've met with models, I've met with producers, and then I meet regular everyday people. I've met with millionaires, and I didn't know they was millionaires until I got to the house. I'm like, oh snap, dude got a
Right.
2-3 Lamborghini, and I'm like, oh snap. I'm like, oh, this yours for real? He like, yeah, this is mine. It's like, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I most definitely cater to everybody. Everybody is my audience.
Right. Habakkuk 2:2-3 says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. You do what you do for yourself to prove you can do it for others. Even though the year of perfect vision needed corrective lenses, your vision was never out of focus. You remained still. You remained determined." Kobe said, "The Mamba mentality is the attention to detail and the level of commitment. Run your race because you got time. Keep the momentum. Believe in your story, a creative story. Remember, never stay comfortable while trusting the process. Be innovative in your 720 hours. There will be stumbling blocks. You just keep pushing. Most importantly, what's next? Continue to drop."
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Yo, so listen, man. I'm looking over to your right hand side and I see this, this feast, man. Fam, I didn't even get a bottle of water, but I'm just dying to talk about that over there, man. What's going on over there? What's this, man? Come on, man. Talk to me about what you got going on here, man.
All right, so what we got over here, this is a mimosa that I made for us.
Okay.
Last time
Good looking.
came on the show, I made us some dirty lemonades.
Appreciate it.
I've been working on my mimosas because I'm also in the process of getting around to buying a margarita machine.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about the ones that be in the corner store, like an actual real deal margarita machine. I'm going to get my TABC licenses so we can start serving drinks and just bring a wider variety of things to the menu. And then also over here we have the give me just a second.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, Houston, hold on.
And then also over here we have it is a Cajun jambalaya stuffed pineapple. It has a sausage, shrimp, beef sausage, by the way.
Yeah, no pork.
No pork.
Yeah.
A beef sausage, shrimp, and a chicken in it. And I made a plate for myself, but unfortunately every year since 2015, the first week of the year, I do a fast for 7 days, just out of respect and out of recognition for the 7 days that for the 6 days that I was in a coma in 2015 due to my asthma. And on the 7th day, I woke up. I spoke with God while I was in that coma. So, on this 7th day when I woke up, I came out a different person. So I would love to eat with you, but I'll be eating fruit a little later.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna drink with you, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep biting on this, man. So talk to me about this creation right here, man. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's a idea that I had a few years back when I was staying in my apartment. I had did it with a friend of mine's. It wasn't the best back then, and it was just something that I thought like maybe I should revive it, add a twist to it, or just make it better. And I might bring it back to the menu, or it may be on my Valentine's Day menu, because I'm still working on my Valentine's Day menu. Hopefully, You know, if it's up to me, I'll be able to drop it in a week or so. But that right there, that is everything it has. It's, first of all, that's not jambalaya that comes out the box. I just want to make that clear. That is jambalaya made from scratch. It has tomato paste in it. It has what we like to call the Cajun Trinity, which is onions, celery, bell peppers. It has a few other seasonings in it that I can't tell you. But yeah, you get where I'm going. Most definitely. And then a lot of people don't know that when I'm cooking, I put a lot of love and dedication into it, because like for my steak seasoning, for instance, I actually drive 30 to 40 minutes to go get the seasoning. I leave out of the city of Houston just to get seasoning for my steaks. And a lot of people don't know that. But that what comes with the craft when you actually love something and you want to be different. You know, that what comes with it. I can't say I'm exclusive and I'm using what McDonald's got. You know what I'm saying? I got to be different. I got to stand out. I got to make my name, you know what I'm saying, solid. I got to solidify myself.
My bad, man. Hold on. Let me mute myself.
This man had to cut his mic off. But while we waiting on him to finish chewing, I'm gonna give y'all just a real close-up on this dish real quick.
My bad.
Y'all gotta excuse me, man. I'm over here on Instagram Live, man. I'm showing my followers what we got going on.
Woo! Boy. Okay, Houston, my bad. I had to mute the mic because I felt myself smacking. And that's not something I know that y'all want to hear. So I had to mute the mic, man. Oh, man, delicious dish, man. I love jambalaya.
Just a quick second, man. I want to say, man, shout out to my man, Maxo Cream, man. He really helped put me on the map this year, man. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be as big as I am right now if it wasn't for Maxo, man. I greatly appreciate you, cuz, like, you know, we locked in.
Hey, man, so talk about that interaction. Because when I know Max, I love Maxo's Pumpkin.
Yep, man,
album.
I love his 8 figures, man.
Yeah.
8 figures, man. Whenever I'm cooking or when I'm just in a super grind mode, I cut on that 8 figures to get me hyped up. You know, it's a reminder not to be tricking your money off on females or on miscellaneous bull crap. You know, save your money, put your money up. You never know what kind of legal problems or financial issues you're gonna run into. So, you know, he was saying instead of having 8 million put up, he should have had 20. Right. You know, so most definitely, I love Maxo's music. He actually hit me at the end of 2019.
Right.
It was Christmas Day.
Right.
I'm sitting in my mom's house on the couch with a female that I was talking to at the time. And they man, it's Christmas night actually.
Right.
And Maxo like hit me like, "Hey yo, call me right fast." I call him and we talk. He like, "Well, shoot, what you got over there to eat right now? You know, I'll take what you got." So I'm like, "All right, hold on, let me call you back." So I'm talking to my female acquaintance at the time, and she was like, "Boy, you better not go cook for no rapper on no Christmas. You're crazy." I was like, "Oh, all right, bitch, I gotta cross you off the list." But I'm like, "All right, Shotty, you got to go." But long story short, like 2 days later, we ended up linking up. Man, he called me. I was in my kitchen. And first thing he said, like, "Hey, yo, man, what's cracking? Cuz, you know, man, I see you this and that, and then, you know, you be, you know, up under my pictures, supporting me and stuff, man. I want to tap in with you. You know, you one of the homies, so, you know, I'm gonna mess with you." And then after that, we just went from there.
Okay, that's deep.
Yeah, it was, man. You know,
he's doing his thing because I think he moved to L.A., didn't he?
Yes, sir. Most recently did just move to L.A.
I want to say, while on the subject of Maxo Cream, I want to say rest in peace to his brother.
Yes, sir.
I know that was tragic. I mean, a lot of people didn't make it to 2021, man. So I want to say rest in peace to Money Due.
Yes, sir.
Is that how you say it? I think it's how you say it, Money Due.
Yeah, Money Due, man. A lot of people don't know, but one of Money Due's dreams was to start the Persona Money clothing line. So Maxo made sure to keep that going for him and for the guys. So, you know, if y'all get a chance, go to Maxo's bio and tap into his clothing line. Make sure y'all support him. He is from Houston, South Side.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Southwest.
You know,
Southwest to be exact, Spice Lane. You know, man, make sure y'all tap in and support the family, man. Right. Most definitely.
So on music, what song's on your mind? 8
Figures by Maxo, and then also In Due Time by T.X.M.C. You know, In Due Time by K-Camp, it is just a song of staying down,
Right.
trusting yourself, walking in your purpose, and knowing that what you're doing is gonna pay off, and not giving up. You know, a lot comes with this. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna make it.
Right.
Everybody can handle that pressure. You know, it's gonna be a lot of times where you go broke doing this or doing what you love, but you just gotta look at it as a investment.
Right.
If you're not willing to invest in yourself,
Right.
nobody else is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why buy a pair of Jordans when I can go buy cooking equipment?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why buy an $80 shirt when I can buy styrofoam plates and things of that nature? Excuse my German Shepherd, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good.
But, you know, make sure you invest in yourself every chance that you get.
Right.
Now, every time I look up, I'm buying different things, plates, cutlery, different seasonings to try. Just, you know, a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you stay down and understand that in due time, like the title of the song, is going to pay off.
Right. For me, man, I'm going to go. My man put me on his homeboy that just dropped his 8-track LP entitled Watch and Learn. His name is One. He just dropped it. I'm going to go with Strange Things on there. And I'm going to go with this one. Listen, man. Listen. Houston, Texas. I'm from Houston. South Banks from Houston. Maxo's from Houston. Bastille's from Houston. This is my side. Let's go.
I say, boy, you ain't no. I say, sign for 15. He couldn't afford a lawyer. You know it been a long night when I hear Tom join the right off in the state 05. Boy, we out here bending corners. Came up in this wicked place. Taught me never be a loner. Niggas run off with your bread and they'll leave you real hungry. And if you in debt, they creep up and put that steam on you. It's a lot of ways out, but we could only choose two. It's that ball of that street, my nigga, what you finna do? Senior year came up, cap and gown, Nike shoes. I like making decisions and moving when I want to move. From that point on in my life, I just knew to stay true. At the end of the day, only thing matter is revenue. 17, watching cops race down the avenue. Sun beaming, got it hot, feel like you walking in some glue. This the truth, different rules to the shit I had to do. This the truth, different rules to the shit I had to do.
96 episodes later, my boy still by my side.
My side, man, boy, you ain't on my side. I say, boy, you ain't on my side.
Yeah.
I was born in Houston, Texas on a Tuesday.
I gotta stop it right there, man.
Hey, man, that man right there speaking the truth, just speaking on that, niggas will run off with your money. You know, you got two options. You know, you can play it cool and charge it to the game, or you can go all the way left with it. You know, you can go off the deep end. Yeah. And just speaking on that, hey, to my business owners, hey man, if you can get away from Cash App, please do. Hey, man, I done had me and my chef friends and a couple other people I know. We've had people pay us through Cash App, and then like a month, 2 months later, if your bank account is linked to your Cash App, they're going to call their bank and do a refund, and it's going to come out of your bank account. You're not going to get the chance to decline that through Cash App.
Well, listen, I don't think that that's Cash App. I think that's just the shady people that, and listen, I need an endorsement from them, so I'm not going to denounce them. I think it's just the shady people that did business with you.
Well, yeah, that's why I say, you know, niggas will run off with your money. You know,
right.
You got two options.
Right.
And I remember one day a dude that was coming on the regular, he was buying food from me. And he pulled up one day, and his money was kind of balled up. You know, I'm in a rush. He in a rush. It's raining. I'm like, here go your food. I'm trying to get out the way. I grab the money, and I walk off. I'm walking up the walkway. I'm counting. Hey, man, this nigga like $20 short. This nigga gave me a 5 and like 3, 4 ones balled up.
That's the person.
Man, when I tell you I wanted to go this way.
Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with a guy by the name of Pooty. His Instagram name is Humble Orthodox, and he owns a Category 5 cafe. And I'm talking to him about he's a brother. He's a square also.
Right.
He's a worship master over there of Kingdom of Pharaohs. And me and him were talking about it, and I was just like, because Pooty he from the neighborhood, so you know I'm trying to be like, yo, what dude be it? I'm from the. Like, he like, nah, bro, it's just $20. I'm like, nah. It's the principle. It's the principle, because if you run off on me, you know what I'm saying? And then the next person decides, I'm going to run off on them too. And Pooty was like, look, this is what I do. He's like, I'm going to hook you up with where you be at. And I got you. I was like, all right, bet. 5 minutes later, Pooty texted me this long message, and before I could even read it, he sent me the $20-something on my Cash App. And he was like, brother, we kings. Leave that alone. Please, I'm begging you, let that walk. He was like, I know what kind of man you are. I know what kind of family you come from. I'm begging you, leave that alone. It ain't worth it. We got so much more to live for. So most definitely you got to pick and choose your battles. Is $20 worth my freedom?
Right.
It's $20 worth my life because I don't know what I'm walking into.
Right.
I know what I'm capable of, but I don't know what he capable of.
Right.
So it's like, most definitely got to pick. You gonna play it cool and charge to the game, get your blessings on the back end, because God gonna take care of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. So you get charged to the game and get your blessings on the back end, or you can go all the way to the left and just deal with the consequences, whichever it is.
Right.
So
listen, Houston, Texas, I'm looking for advertisers, man. If you want to advertise on the podcast, we got space for it, right? Here we go. So let's play a game right quick, man. And I asked this to my homegirl, who's also a chef. Right, I'm just gonna give you the title of chef. By the way, I'm looking to see you on TV, man. I'm looking to see you on TV on one of these cooking shows.
Man, I'm trying to make the news. I'm trying to get up there with Isaiah Carey.
No doubt.
Isaiah, he can have
Carey,
all
is
kinds
it the
of
Carey
people.
Factor? I think it's the Carey Factor. Or was
Yeah,
it?
the Isaiah Carey Factor on
Yeah.
Fox 26 News.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that man be having all kind of characters up there. If he can have them, I'm saying characters for a reason.
Right.
If he can have all kind of characters up there, I know I can make it.
Right. So let's play a game, man. You let's say I come to you, right? And I'm like, listen, man, I need a favor. I need you to whip up a meal for me. For me and this lady. I'm trying to woo her. What you gonna put together for me, man?
How you trying to woo? Like woo, like how? Like
I'm
trying to
trying
be quick, or you trying to set the mood?
I'm trying to set the mood.
How we
And this
gonna
is
do
an example because I'm married.
it? We're gonna do a steak. We're gonna do a tomahawk steak. We're gonna do one of the big tomahawk steaks actually, and then we're gonna do some green beans. We're gonna do some maybe some mashed potatoes. We'll do some of my famous mac and cheese to go with it. And I just set it up real nice for you. And then what I come through and do is I come through and I lay out the rose petals. I help set up the candles and things of that nature. I'll even print out a menu, get it laminated, set it on the table, pour your drinks for you. You know, we can cut the lights down low. We cut the lights off and let the candles do the lighting for us.
Right.
And, hey, man, I'll be your personal chef for the night.
Right.
And I promise you going to win it. I got you in the dough. I got you. Now, if you can stay in there, it's up to you, brother.
Yeah. You mentioned getting things that nobody else has so that you're not similar to anybody else, right? Highlighting the word exclusive, right? In your company name. Right. So I print T-shirts, right? I do T-shirts, I do hoodies, I do some embroidery. In fact, every Tuesday brand is a strictly embroidered T-shirt, right? If you're not, are you wholesaling now as a chef? Do you get your stuff wholesale, or how do you go about getting such a large quantity of food to be able to make the food as fast and as plentiful as you do?
Well, just me having a lot of ties in the community and being very versatile. I know a lot of different people that's, from the neighborhood and from corporate America. So I just always tap into those resources and see what I can find. I be tapping on them trees till something fall off.
Right.
I just be hoping that it be the golden apple. Hey, as far as my food products, I get a lot of my seafood from a private vendor. And if you're a chef or if you just like to eat seafood, 16, 20 shrimps, that's 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. That's one of the biggest shrimps you can get. I get 5 pounds of 16, 20 shrimps for $25. That's a steal. That's highway robbery. People gonna leave like, where you getting it from? Because it don't get no better than that.
Right.
The packs of crawfish, they 12 to 16 ounces. I think in the store, they regular like $13 to $15, depending on where you go. Hey, you might get lucky and find them for $11. But I'm blessed, and once again, I go to my private seafood vendor, and I pay $5 for a pack.
Right.
So it's a win for me. It's all about who you know, and not being afraid to ask questions. The dumbest question is the question that you didn't ask. Because if you don't know, you don't know. How can any man or woman fault you for that? And any man or woman that faults you for not knowing is just as bad if they don't teach you.
Right.
So
Right.
you most definitely have to be willing to tap into your resources.
Right. Oh, man. 96 episodes later, man. You did a lot in 2020, man. 2020, you did a lot. You did a lot, made a lot of food. How much would you say that how much food would you say that you made in 2020? If you had to put a quantity to it.
I've most definitely did over 1,000 plates this year because what I've been doing all this pandemic is keeping up how many times I have to go buy plates. And I'm making sure that those plates aren't going to my mama. Them plates ain't going to, you know what I'm saying, Miss such and such down the street for her cake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm noticing that, oh, snap, I'm going through 200 plates like every other week. Seasonings every other week. I find myself making them trips to go and get that seasoning more often now. Like every week I'm going to have to go buy seasoning for my steak. You know, and that's a 45-minute ride just to get steak seasoning. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Right. Listen, man, today is January the 1st, 2021, right? 2021. And it almost doesn't feel like it's 2021 because it's still the same week, right? It's not a new week. It's a Friday, right? We got 364 days left in the 2021 year. What do you hope to attain in 364 days?
Man, this year, I'm hoping to get a food truck. I'm scratch that. I'm going to get a food truck in 2021.
Affirm
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Hey, I just applied for my LLC. I applied for my tax ID, and I applied for my D&B. If you don't know what a D&B is to my business owner, that is a Dun & Bradstreet account. You need to go and get that. That is going to allow you to open up a business credit account. What you do with that, you open up that business credit account, then you go open up a Net 30 account. That Net 30 account, they going to give you no money. So don't be trying to scam. I know it's been a scamdemic, but do not be trying to scam them folks. So what that Net 30 account is going to do is going to give you access to different companies. Let's say you're a company, you print shirts.
Right.
So what you'll do is you'll front the shirts to another T-shirt company, and they pay you back within 30 to 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So instead of them giving you money, they give you the product. That's how you build your business credit.
Right.
That's how you do that.
Okay. So getting a food truck.
Most definitely. I got to be top tier. A lot of people have tried to get me to do the rinky dink. They try to get me to buy their uncle trucks or their uncle trailers. Yeah. I go look at them like, yeah, man, it's live. I go look at it, hey, man, it's the size. It's a snow cone truck, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It'd be similar to that is what I'm saying. So when I go into this food truck, I'm going to go ahead and spend my last dollar on it because I know I'm going to make it back. You know, in order to have, I ain't going to say in order to have, but in my mind, in order to obtain what I need to be fully functional and not have to double back to buy things, I'm going to have to spend at least a good 40.
Right.
40,000 to get a nice functional food truck. Anything else is going to be used. You're going to be trying to keep up with city permits. You're going to be spending money constantly. So why not do it right the first time?
Right.
Save myself some dollars and some time and get it out the way. That's how I look at it.
What's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal? With what? In life or this year?
With well, we can go both with this year and then with exclusive eats.
My ultimate goal this year. So a lot of people don't know this, but my father is incarcerated right now. So my ultimate goal this year is to put up 6 figures from when he come home. You know, so he can open up another car garage, or we can start another business venture together. I got a couple business ventures up my sleeve. My ultimate goal is to put up $100K. So we good, we straight. Ain't no wondering what we gonna do when he come home or how we gonna be trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make sure I hit that goal. And if I fall short, it's a beautiful short.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal for 2021. And in life, I just my goal is to just be a community man more than anything. You know, bring love back into the black community. Right. I'm strong on traditional black values. Like I want to marry a black woman. I want to have a black family. You know, no diss or no downplay to any biracial couples or things of that nature. That's just not for me. I don't feel this for me right now. So I'm just strong on strong black family values, traditions. We gonna live in this house. We gonna fuss and fight, but goddamn it, we gonna lay down together and kiss. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, baby, I'm sorry. I apologize. That was stupid. Even if I was right, I know when to just bow down and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next?
I don't know. I don't know what's next because God has just been dropping it in my lap. So I can't say what's next. It's going to be another blessing. I know that much.
Right.
Now I'm knocking on too many doors for one of them not to open.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. But I'm excited to find out what's next, though.
No doubt. No doubt, man. Listen, last year I gave you an exclusive SVI t-shirt, man. And the top of 2021, I want to do the same thing. I want to give you another one. And this time I want to add this exclusive What's Next podcast t-shirt to your collection. And I was thinking about what else I wanted to give in 2021. So when I figure it out, I'll just pay it back when I get it.
Not only did you give me a shirt last year and gave me 2 shirts just now, you printed this hoodie for me.
I appreciate it.
You also printed on my chef coat for me for free. I tried to pay this man, and he wouldn't even take my money. So, like, if y'all are looking for someone that prints T-shirts same day, 48 hours at the latest, this man, John Ross Dyke, is the man to go and see. Still Visionary Incorporated.
No doubt.
So, you know,
No
make
doubt.
sure y'all tapping in with this man. And also, just as far as giving back to the people that you have on your show, I'm not going to lie to you. I am inspired by that. You and Nipsey most definitely inspired me. Nipsey Hussle. You
Rest in
and Nipsey
peace.
Hussle most definitely inspired me to pay it forward. So sometime this year, within the first quarter of 2021, I am going to give away 10 to 20 hoodies or shirts to my clients that come to me on the regular, just to show appreciation. Hey, what I did in November was I gave away free cookies. And I got the cookies from Rookie's Cookies, which is on the corner of Scott and Elgin, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, there's a little old lady over there. She is so sweet, so beautiful, so kind-hearted. She's a very kindred spirit. Hey, Miss Prince. Hey, if you're ever in Third Ward, she has these softest cookies. Oh my God. I don't buy cookies from nowhere else. I will go and get the macadamia and white almond cookies from her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all of her cookies are good. I'm talking about from the sugar cookies to the oatmeal, to the raisins, to the chocolate chip, to the double chocolate chip, to the oatmeal raisin double chocolate chip. Like, then she has a cookie sandwich with ice cream in it.
Ooh,
she does peach cobbler. Man, Rookie's Cookies in Third Ward, y'all. That's right next to Spivey's Bistro. Shout out to Spivey, too, man. Spivey, I see you doing your thing, baby. We got to link up. You have to give me that turkey neck recipe.
No doubt, man. You got anything else?
I just want to give a shout out to all my friends, my business owner friends. Hey, Pootie. Pootie over there at Category 5. I want to give a shout out to Chef Trent. I want to give a shout out to John Ross. Give a shout out to my boy Dakota Powers, man. He is right now studying to be a politician. He is going to make waves when he puts his foot in the door.
No doubt.
Y'all remember that name, Dakota Powers. He is fighting for us, okay? Yes, he's from the north side. To my south side friends, calm down. He for us too.
Right.
But just a shout out to all my business owners friends. Jazz, she does lashes. I have another friend named Angela. She's a lash tech. I have a friend named China. She does V-steams. My best friend, Robin Schaefer, she does all-natural soaps for the body. There's a lot of people. List goes on and on and on. Just shout out to all of y'all, and thank y'all for being great. Thank y'all for being a listening ear when I needed it, you know. Thank y'all.
Yo, Houston, Texas, follow me on Instagram. The What's Next Pod _ John Ross Dyke the first. John Ross Dyke and still _ Visionary. 96 episodes later, yes. My man Will Steen, a.k.a. South Bank with 2 Ks, a.k.a.
Yes,
Exclusive Eats.
Hey, I got one more shout out. Hold on, just a quick second. Just a real quick second. This is an honorable mention. This man has inspired me to be a full-on entrepreneur. I just want to give a shout out to Dan Drew Bedford.
No doubt.
Me and this man speak on a regular about business.
Drew.
Hey, if I have a business idea that I'm not sure is gonna stick, if he say, "Hey, Will, let's go," I'm a rock with him. You know what I'm saying? On business, like, hey, he is a genius. So most definitely shout out to you, Juju. Love you, baby.
Love you too, man. Juju, love you. Houston, Texas, 96 episodes later. My man Will Steen, a.k.a. South Bank with 2 Ks, a.k.a. Exclusive Eats. Got to do this every year.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
Houston, Texas, you already know what time it is. New year, 100th episode. Happy New Year. I do what I do for myself to prove that I could do it for others. Peace and blessings.
Yo, it feel like 95. Sachi on my body. Biggie, jigger, puffy. All that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my wallies. And them valleys, no Pilates. More weight, get you more wet. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. I crystal y'all with that. I saw the sign like Ace of Spades. That Ace of Spades get cracked me like cheers to the money guy. The buy them bottles. And then they spill these liquors. Yo, son of my good. I see you, dog. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need 2 bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rose rain. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You gon' be nice and naughty. These walls on Texas Arty. This the upper crust. Fuck this up. Overdose. Overdose. Sit on